Good morning, and welcome to Becoming Trader. I'm Christian Gump. I am the Becoming Trader, and hope everyone's having a good morning. And yeah, hope it'll be a profitable week. So yeah, let's dive into the charts for the week. So let's just have a look at what we can expect. So I'm just on the GBP USD. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a quick outline of my trading checklist, just to get familiar with what I'm looking for. So we'll start at the weekly time frame. We'll start at the weekly time frame, and then we'll just go down there. So what is the structure for the weekly time frame? Well, we can see that it is quite bullish from here. It's sort of in that little trend there. So we are bullish. We had quite a big downturn there, and now we're just breaking structures, getting new higher highs and lower highs. So if we go down to the daily, we can see again that we're bullish. There is a sort of a turn here, but we're still bullish overall. So that's our low, and there was a broken structure. That's our low. So I would say that this is a little turning point here, that we're starting to be bearish, that we're starting to you can say that this one here broke that, and that we're starting to be bearish now. And then if we go to the 4 hourly, you can definitely see that we're bearish now in the 4 hourly time frame. So so high, low high, low high, low high, low low, low high, lower low. And we are so this was the impulsive stage down. We're on a 4 hourly. This was the impulsive stage down. This was the impulsive stage up. So that was the impulsive stage up. That was the impulsive stage down. That was the impulsive stage up. And that was the impulsive stage down. Okay, so and then where is the liquidity? So we have liquidity here. Let's get the 4-hour liquidity. Probably say that we have liquidity here. That was and that liquidity there has been taken. Are we at a higher? Not really. Like there's not much liquidity going on here. So yeah, I suppose there's. Let's just get rid of these. Touch them out. I suppose you can say that there's this area here. That is the daily. So I'm going to 4-hour. Yeah, so daily it's the doesn't need to be as far as that. It's the daily, it's the 4-hourly. Yeah, it's not nothing of that. Like that's what we want to break. That's what we want to break. In the daily, we're there. So we're becoming bearish. So this whole area here is our impulse stage, and this part here is our recurring thing, and then this is our impulse stage. So yeah, so now we're starting. So yeah, what I'm looking for is, so we're definitely, so where's this supply and demand? Well, there's supply and demand up here. This is our area of supply here. This is our area of supply here. 4-hour, well, I don't have a 4-hour SMD. Let me just change that quickly. Only 1 hour up to 15 minutes. 4-hour. Okay. So that's our main area of demand. Our order flow is this. I'd say roughly this area here. That area of demand is still sort of in control. That area is still sort of in control. It hasn't broken through that. So at the moment we can actually still look for more movement to the upside and take from there, or even up to this point here and take from there. So yeah, so that's basically what I am looking for. So you could say this is still in the yeah. So what I want to do is, because I wanted to take that liquidity there and all that one there, this is at the 50% mark, so I'm happy for it to, if it turns there and get a change of character, I'm happy to take it from there. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to download this. Okay, so yeah, so liquidity, there's liquidity there, supply and demand, there's an area of supply over there, and then there's liquidity just above it. Order flow, we're still in this bullish order flow over here. Premium versus discount, we're currently in discount. There's the 50% mark. So we're currently in discount, and then in fractal, we're bullish on the fractal. So I'd like to see that take and then a break of structure on that fractal. And then 3 points of interest, all 3 points of interest, which we don't have currently here. A 3 point of interest would be, let's see if I can find one quickly. If I can remember it as well. That's also an important part here. Here's a good example actually. Okay, so what you want is you want a take in liquidity, so you want to take in liquidity, and then from that you want to break structure. So you want an area of supply and demand that takes liquidity. So there's an area of supply and demand that takes liquidity. Then what you want is you want to create a new liquidity, and you want to create a new liquidity. So we've created a new liquidity, then what, and yeah, so you want to create a new area of liquidity about the same, just below or above the area of supply and demand. So you have the area of supply, it's taken liquidity, you've broken structure, that was the second point. So this is the first point. So that's number one. So you've taken liquidity within the area of supply and demand, you've broken structure, which is, you've broken structure, so that's your second point. And your third point is there must be liquidity just above or below the area of supply and demand. And then what you do is you put your entry model on the area of liquidity, not on the area of the box, and then you aim for a 2 to 1. In this case, it would have peaked at about 2.7. I don't think it's yeah, it would have got high eventually, but yeah, you can aim for a 2 to 1. the 3 points of interest. So you break liquidity, then from that area demand you have a change of character, and then there's liquidity around the area of supply and demand, and then you put your entry model in that. You could take it in there, and then so that's, yeah. That was a nice example. You don't break structure. So yeah. So that's not good there. Yeah, you can actually put here as well. So you take liquidity with this area of supply and demand. So you can actually narrow it down to that. It's fine. Then you build up liquidity here, and you also build up liquidity here. So what you could do is you put in an order here, targeting a 221, and you put an order here, which obviously doesn't wouldn't take place. And then you go, and eventually you get it out. You get profit. So yeah, so how long would this one be? So yeah, it'll be a month. It hold it for a month. So yeah, that's 2 ways of doing it. That's another way of doing it. Just to reverse it so we can see a downside. Let's use this one here. So you take liquidity with this area of supply and demand. I'm trying to think opposite now. You have an area of, yeah, I think this does work. So you take liquidity with this area of somewhere around there. Then what you do is you have liquidity here. So what you do is you put in a sell on there. You put that just above that. You target at 221. Okay, and yeah. So you that's number one. You have your 4 hour, where am I? Okay. You take liquidity, so that is confluence number one. You take liquidity with an area of supply and demand. You take liquidity. You build up. You have an area of liquidity below above the am I missing something? Used to be here. Oh, you break structure. So you break structure here. So okay, so that's number 2. And then number 3 is you have liquidity below or above the area of supply and demand. So in this case, because we have an area of supply, we want to have an area of, we want to have liquidity just below the area of supply. And as you can see, we put our entry model on the liquidity, not on the entry, because there's more of a chance that it'll enter there. So yeah, so once it gets to this sort of point here, you can see that we've broken structure, and we can put our entry model in there, and yeah, and then let's make money. So yeah, I just want to okay, so that is that. So yeah, so that's what I'm looking for, up there and up there, and yeah, we can do another one quickly. Try EuroCHF. So we started the weekly. You can see that we're definitely bearish on the weekly. On the daily, we're bearish as well. So we've gone down there, we've broken that structure there, so that's our current high, that's our current low. So I just want to put that in. This is our daily boss, and then our daily bosses. You can actually see it from here. Could say it's from the it's still bearish. We've tapped into that area of supply. There's still this buy before the sell. It's a daily. No, let's get the right one. Daily SD. Okay. So yeah, and then go to the 4 hourly. So you can see also we're definitely bearish. So I'll start from here. So that's our high. We went up down to there. That's our 4 hour impulse phase. We had a nice little recruitment up here. That's our 4 hour recurring phase, and then now we had a nice little impulse phase. So ideally we only make money from the impulsive phase. You only make money in the impulsive phase, not in the actually I'm going to change this, because so you only make money in the impulsive phase, not in the the pullback phase. So you only make money in these green boxes. So okay, So what we have is, so we had a nice little change character, and then the market crashed. And then we had a pullback into this liquidity here. Didn't quite take this liquidity up here, but that's fine. We had a change of character there, then we had a change of character there, and then so if we had our entry model, the pullback phase was here. So if we had that 4 minus demand. Okay, so we had our entry model. We probably would say just below that, and well, in this case, even a 3 to 1. You would have got away with 3 to 1, you know. But yeah, I probably would have just did probably about 2.5, just to get a new lower low. So just to break that new lower low, and now now what do you expect after break of structure? So we broke the structure here, so that's our swing high, that's our swing low for our boss. This is our swing high over here, and that's currently our swing low. So what do you expect after break of structure? You expect a pullback. So you could say that this here is our pullback, and so where is there any liquidity? Where can we aim to? So we can aim here. That's for our liquidity. We can aim here. Let's actually take that. Hey, we can aim there. We can aim there. We can aim right at the top here. So yeah, so there's the 50% mark. So what I do expect is I expect either this or this, or it can even go up to here, to be honest. This one is probably the most likely. So we have this area of supply ground. We have that area, and then we obviously have this area here. That area there. And there's liquidity just above it, so we can take that and then see a change of character and then shoot it down like this. So these images, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on the Discord channels. The Discord channel is, you can get the link in the description. And I'll put them on the Discord channel, just for your information. So yeah, so now we're expecting the pullback, and in the pullback phase, there's impulse and accumulation. so just to take out all the liquidity of those areas. Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, now what I'll do is I'll go through each of my pairs and I'll take notes and I'll put them in the Discord. So yeah, so thanks for joining. Like, subscribe. I come on, I'll be live every morning, well, most mornings, from around 6 GMT, Dublin time, Simon Island. So yeah, 6 AM Irish time, which is 6 GMT. And yeah, so thanks for joining. Stay diligent, stay profitable, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.